Spanish. It is Spanish against Persians. Okay. Finally in the game, we will speed up. But this is game number 5 in a 7-game show match. It's not a best of 7. Yo is $400 richer so far. Viper in the yellow has picked Spanish. And then in the blue, we have Persians for Yo. So the map is called Bay. Many people call it Pants because the mini-map looks like pants. Alright, so go ahead, get the jokes out of your system. And nearly talk through why Persians might be a good pick for this.
Well, Persians, that's on the easier side. They are really good on water, and you have the faster working docks, more resources, so you can build the dock earlier as well. And then on land, you can boom quite nicely with faster working TCs, strong knights, a really nice looking boom.
Yeah.
I love Persians as the choice.
Yeah, exactly. I think the flexibility... The flexibility is interesting, and I actually saw a comment on my YouTube channel last night or the night before from someone who was watching Hidden Cup 2, and there was a game where someone picked Persians for a hybrid map, and at that time, all of us were confused as to why. And that commenter said, you know it's Hidden Cup 2 or Hidden Cup 1 when everyone's confused that Persians were picked. So I found it interesting, because, like, while the Civ was better in Hidden Cup 3, still a solid pick because you start with more wood and food and have the good land, water options. So Viper's got to be careful here. You can't wall your villager. You can't palisade wall your villager. And Viper's going to lose the villager. He can't house wall and save that villager, right?
Actually, could have walled that one in with the relic there.
Oh my god! Wait. He doesn't have the wood for another house? What's the deal here, Viper? What? Oh no, he went from hero to 0. Rip. Ouch.
Wop, wop, wop.
You know, I've seen people go for those house tricks. It was Derp who pointed it out, how you could wall in enemy scouts with houses, but I'm surprised Viper didn't build another one there. I think it was big wood investment for him. Losing the villager. Now has to make the fishing ship, so yeah, that puts him behind, definitely.
Actually, funny thing. I think he didn't have enough wood, but he could have saved that villager by walling him in with 2 houses.
Yeah.
And using the relic.
That's true, I heard you mention the relic. I didn't think about that one. You know what's weird is, like, Viper has spent some time scouting the deer. So he did not scout the shoreline. He didn't use the scout defensively. He didn't use the scout offensively. Players are always in these positions, so he'll at least know where Yo is, but I am very surprised. Also surprised Yo almost ran into the TC there.
Yeah, that was surprising for sure. And Viper with the mill indicating he will not contest the water. I think this will be him going for demos exclusively and then trying to play for conquistadors.
Yeah. Not a strategy that I really agreed with in Hidden Cup 3. Giving someone full water control. However, if you look at the bonuses and you look at the start, Yo should be in a better position to pressure. Now, Nilly, what you normally do is you wall to the water and then to the edge of the map. It's harder to wall because you can't wall to the shoreline, but since there's no wall mod, maybe Yo has something else planned. He's sending 4 villagers forward right now.
Ooh, what did he scout? He saw the TC, as we saw earlier, knows that there should be a good defensive woodline, but sees the open gold and stone, something for a nice tower rush.
And yeah, I mean, if he gets towers up there, Viper's not going to be able to take gold. Almost looks like Viper was planning initially to go for some type of a fast castle, maybe on the stone, maybe for conquistadors, but Viper not scouting properly, and Mr. Yo is going to punish that.
And what are the villagers doing off the Viper? He's going back from the mill? That was some shift clicking, I believe.
I think he shift clicked, yeah. That or maybe, I know there's been a bug with that recently, but he's going to take the deer. Did Yo scout that? Yo did not scout that, actually, so that's really interesting. Forward barracks for Yo.
You know that they are on the map, right?
Yeah, you know they're around there, exactly.
Yeah. What is Viper Scout doing, by the way?
I think... So I've been rather confused for a while. Like, games 1 through 3 felt like were normal Viper. Now it does not, like, there's a lot of weird things that are happening here and does not feel very Viper-like. But, like, must be scouting the deer. He's giving up water, right? So I just don't know what his game plan is. He does not know that Mr. Yo is here, and Mr. Yo is going for a tower that will deny the berries and deny the stone if it happens. And man-at-arms!
Not enough on gold at the moment to afford the man-at-arm upgrade, but 2 militia alone should scare the Viper away to ever take this engagement.
Sure.
And that's so ugly. Where's he getting food now? Nowhere.
Yeah. He's not going to have much food in the house because he's not going to get any prize pool from this tournament. Or not this tournament, this series, man. Yo is up $400 right now. We'll garrison the villagers, and Viper is not going to have any food income. That, honestly, right there, could just be GG.
So ugly. Losing the water as well. Fire Galley was debated away, but Mr. Yo sees it instantly. Nice quick wall to the houses for now.
Okay, yep. Good quick wall with the houses. Yo is on stone. He will place another tower here. So Viper will need a defensive tower. He has no choice. And Viper is going to head over to the deer. So we'll have food. Not as consistent as Mr. Yo's food income because he will have fishing ships. Viper also no stone. Oh no, he does have stone over there, okay.
One demo of the Viper did get 2 fishing ships, did hurt 2 other ones.
Okay, so he did do some damage to the fish. Now, this is a good response from Viper. Because it's Spanish against Persians. Viper should be able to win the tower wars because of the build speed. And Viper will just ungarrison, attack the tower, and get back to chopping some wood. What do you think of Mr. Yo's strategy to go forward like this? I mean, so far you could say it's paid off, but also you don't have a lot of military momentum as the game goes on. That could hurt.
Well, he saw the gold and stone, right? The moment you control all the gold and all the stone of the Spanish opponent, you don't have to care too much about any momentum.
Yep. Yeah, I guess my worry right now is that he has individual towers and they're not walled in. So if Viper gets enough scouts out, which he seems to be able to afford because he's producing, or excuse me, he's on deer so heavily. Like, Viper might be able to just rush those towers down and then mop up the 4 forward villagers that Yo has.
Oh, well, still man-at-arm around, losing some HP against the tower. And yeah, finally, Mr. Yo did scout the deer there. I think that should be his next target. I wasn't the biggest fan of that second tower, or third tower by him.
Yeah, maybe because he feels like he's going to be so exposed as Viper micros down the spear. The Viper going for a counter now. I always talk about it. Forward building bother me because you're not going to have any defense. Yo's starting to send some spears home now. But Viper actually looping back around. And he will take the tower out nearly, so he'll be back on berries, he'll be on stone. I feel like this tower is not going to accomplish all that much for Mr. Yo. Well, sorry, not this tower, but just the tower rush in general.
I think it's buying a lot of time. It's still blocking all the golds, right?
Yeah, good point.
So that's the nice tech, and, well, he also forced Viper into a lot of towers. He is still securing all the water behind this one. Yeah. So I still see Yo in a nice spot.
I wonder what Yo does with his military now. Does he add a stable and get some of his own scouts out? He doesn't have that much food income as he gets horse color now. Does he go into a range? Does he use the forward villagers for more towers? Viper, big trouble on the deer.
Scout needs to run away. He needs to block later on. Let's take a look if we can see any quick walls. Scouts of the Viper are coming over, but they're on the complete other side of the screen.
It's like Viper doesn't know where Yo is right now. Is he really sending his scouts back defensively? You've got to counterattack Viper. It's no wall mod. The scouts on the minimap coming all the way back, and that will be 1 villager down for Viper at least. I look at Viper's villagers and I just see confusion. They don't know what they're here for. Like, what are we supposed to do? Where are we supposed to be? Tell us. Give us some direction.
He lost only 1. That's actually pretty okay. And he might mop up this army. How many scouts does he have? Only 4.
Yeah, I feel like he had 12 idols, right? So I think the idle time was worth it. I think Viper wants to build his own tower. He's going around. All right.
To get to that others. Okay, but that's tricky to defend.
Yeah, and he loses 2 villagers. The food income is going to be the problem now. Not even just the gold income. He's off of deer. Yo with farms, Yo with fish. And a forward archer range. Okay, let's go.
Double tower there. Interesting setup by the Viper, trying to get control there. The Viper, not a single gold mined all game long, has 300 food in the bank. On the other side, Mr. Yo, 300 food, 300 gold, looking at Castle Age.
Yeah, and Viper looks away for a moment, loses all the scouts except for one, 27 HP scout. Is going to stone, is on gold, and will secure those resources to maybe get to Conquistadors. My worry for him is food. I don't think his food income is going to be there, and he's actually going to lose out on some farm space pretty soon.
And that could even be 3 farms gone, and all of them relatively new. All of them having over 100 food on them.
Yeah, it's a good point. Good call. I guess the berries are there. Yo will be happy with 18 on food and taking Viper off of 3 farms. If this was not no wall mod, I would say Spanish and wall into conks. Viper's opening, not good, and that has been the theme of many of these games where Yo has the stronger opening and he capitalizes on it. Well, Viper won't make anything else, right? It's just market abuse, buy food, and hope to get to conks. Do you think that Yo should go for knights? To stream in knights to Viper's eco before Viper's up? Or do you think he should just continue with ranged units and booming?
I think like 6 knights should take out the both towers there at the gold, right?
Yeah.
And then you're on the spot that you wanted to go for. So I think just double stable knights should finish the game.
Oh,
What?
Yo doesn't see that Viper has 2 towers there, which is really funny. So I wonder if he's tempted to rush that 1 tower down.
Well, look at the tab. He adds man-at-arms and the defense upgrade.
What? He's gonna go man-at-arms against it. What? I mean, he thinks there's 1 tower, nearly. He thinks there's 1 tower. Look at his point of view. He doesn't realize there's 2. So he's gonna go to batter down this 1 tower, and then surprise. That's not good. Viper has the garrison, though. Viper garrison.
He is busy at the other side.
Right.
If he loses all the villagers, well, then it's not really 2 towers anymore.
Yeah. All right. Pays off, man. Like, pays off. Viper lost the villagers underneath the towers. The tower will go down. That villager goes down. To only 2 villagers here. Saw Viper was out here on deer for some food. He's actually close to clicking up. But while that was a risky investment for Yo, if Viper was able to pay attention there, Yo surprised Viper. I can guarantee you Viper was not expecting man-at-arm play. And with that, I think Yo is going to have a cleaner eco going towards Castle Age, which they will both try and do here in a moment.
Eco, well, it's again no gold control. The Viper, well, he will get a castle up next to the gold and then can go on it, but it takes some time. You can't bank it up.
What I do like about Viper's position is that he's going to have a castle as Spanish, which is just the start of some great things if you ever want to come back. Persians are not a great civ against Spanish for that reason. Like, well, no civ is if a lot of conquistadors come out. I don't think this will work for Yo. I think he should just stop with the towers now. I think he's done enough.
I think it's... Oh, no. Every single tower you force from the Spanish player means he will get the castle up later.
Not to mention Viper can't wall. Yeah.
Yeah, and Yo's eco is not suffering from building a tower. He has the villagers forward anyways.
And Viper didn't even house wall there, and... GG! Yo wins his 5th game in a row. T90 series number 8. October 2016. Score was 5-2 for Viper. Yo's at 5. We'll see 2 more games. I just have to say, not really convinced with the opening from Viper, and the mid-game, Yo was just all over him. Just pounced.
Oh la la. So weird here. Like, Spanish, is that really the greatest choice? Like, you always lose water. It is so tough to wall on a map or with the civilization where you need to buy yourself some time.
Yeah, like, I'm not even concerned with the civ. I think if the game is closer and then Viper falls behind because he's Spanish for whatever reason, then there's some concern. I just don't think Viper's having the best time right now because, like, if you look at the feudal up times, Viper was up at 1058 when already deciding to give up water. So I don't understand that. Now, if you wall, which you can't really do in no wall mod, then it's different. But I felt like even the scouting and the uptime, like at the start, was very weak for Viper. Possibly his weakest game. Because the other games, all was very competitive. There were games where he fell behind in eco because of Yo's raids, but this was just a questionable one at best.